Bader trying to score. Throw to the plate. He's saved. He's saved. A night he'll never forget. Major League debut and scores the game-winning run. Bader tested Gonzalez, and the Cardinals walk it off.
My dad was in town visiting me, which is nice because he obviously was there with me when I got the call, A, and B, it was late enough in the day where there were no flights available and I wasn't gonna get there in time, so we just took an Uber from Memphis to St. Louis, and that's a super easy drive. But he was in the car, in the back seat with me the entire time, and I just remember getting, hundreds of messages, obviously, from friends and family, just congratulating me, which was nice. But I think the coolest part for my dad was just the Uber driver was listening to the radio, and as I guess he approached St. Louis, maybe he changed the station, but there was an announcement on a local station in St. Louis just kind of about my call-up and everything, and I don't know, I just remember looking at my dad and just the feeling of him just being so happy for me, because I've always said this about my career, and we'll always say this moving forward, but it really is a team, team deal.
I was in AA when I got called up, and we had one more game left. And I hear on ESPN notable September call-ups. And I'm getting calls, and I'm like, and we're at a team party, and he's like, my name's going across ESPN. And I'm like, Peter Gammons is like, yeah, Dexter Fowler, he's getting called up. And I was like, what? So I asked my manager, we had still had a game tomorrow, and I was like, hey, am I getting called up? He was like, I haven't heard anything. I was like, well, you just said it on TV.
Gertie was a AAA pitching coach at the time. He came over, got me, brought me into Stubby's office, told me I was going, told me I was going to meet the team in San Francisco, which was exciting, being able to be on the West Coast and kind of have family, not have to make too long of a trip. And got on the phone with my mom, emotional phone call, and but that was just special. It was a kind of a whirlwind of a day.
Let's see what you got, young man. Come on in. Ryan Helsley will make his Major League debut with 2 runners on and facing Christian Yelich. Welcome to the Bigs. This should be fun.
We just gotten back from San Antonio, I believe. We got to Memphis off the bus, back from the airport around 1 a.m., and I got off the bus, and Ben Johnson comes up to me, it's like, hey, you're going to the big leagues. And it was just a crazy moment, half asleep hearing that, So I woke right up, I called my parents, and it was about 2 o'clock when I called them. So they booked a flight and were able to make it up to Milwaukee the next day to watch me pitch.
And his first pitch in the big leagues, a strike. Ryan Helsley.
I got about an hour sleep that night because I had to step and pack till about 3 a.m. and my Uber got there around 4:30 because I had a flight at 6 a.m. So it was not a fun night, but the next day made up for it for sure.
Love seeing this moment for any player. A dream realized, coming true. A Major League debut.